Hello. Sorry about the delay. Let's get going, shall we? I think we're all set up. Cool. This song, the tone of it is not at all representative of the kind of tone we're getting from the game we're about to play. Quite far from it, if anything. Hi, there's oh god, have I got chat? I might keep an eye on how I've got chat set up. That seems quite central in that box on the screen. I'm not sure. We'll see. How are you doing, Athos? Oh, how did I... So I've got my PC connected to my TV, right? And there's like a third of my TV screen being used for, the quote-unquote emulator this uses, ScumVM. There's like loads of hotkeys, and I've just got those all in like just a little picture on my TV to consult at any time. Maybe by the end of this, I'll there we go. I was trying to find where mute was. Oh, nice! How's Sims 2 going? Is that you playing that for the first time, or at least the first time in a good number of years, I want to say. No, I hope you enjoy that. This is quite fun. Check this out. There's a certain prominent species of animal in this game. Wait for it. The monkeys are listening. That's almost a bit threatening, really, isn't it? It's like, oh god, what are they going to do with what information they gather? Oh god, does it feel so flexible compared to the first game? Alright, here we go. Lovely, lovely animation in this game. All rendered at quite a low resolution, unfortunately, but it's still very nice. Really nice hand-drawn stuff. I'll keep an eye on game audio. I don't know if I've got it too loud. I mean, you can see why I might want to have this tune on quite loud, right? Lovely bit of steel drums. Yeah, got a bit of voice acting as well.
Captain's log, Guybrush Threepwood. Lost at sea for days now. I have no crew or navigational instruments. No provisions except a half-eaten corn dog, and unless I find water soon, I'm surely done for. Only the hope of finding my love, Elaine, keeps me going. My quest for the fabulous treasure called Big Whoop has left me in this sorry state. I thought it would bring me fame and glory. Instead, it delivered me into the clutches of my enemy, the zombie pirate LeChuck. I had thwarted his evil plot to marry Elaine, and he was after revenge. Really, really thirsty now. If only I could have a small drink of fresh water, I might have the strength to sail on. Oh, but I know there's nothing but ocean for miles and miles. If I could reach land, I might find water and some food. Fruit, maybe. Something to fight off the scurry and let me get my strength back. Maybe some bananas.
Turn your head.
Myself like this? I might as well wish for some chicken and a big mug of grog for all the good it'll do me.
Never forget that chicken's face.
Oh, my sweet Elaine. Am I cursed to starve here on this ocean without seeing your face just one more time? Am I...
This makes this seem a lot more melodramatic than these games are. Tell you what, let's turn it down ever so slowly. Try about there. So much treating compared to the first Sims, is it? Nice. Hi, Incinerator. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so big childhood favourite here. It's this might be the first point-and-click game I've streamed, maybe? And if it is, we're pretty much starting with my to that slightly for now. If it is, we'll start with pretty much my all-time favourite, honestly. Certainly my favourite game in this series, Monkey Island, which, for those who don't know, is just such a delightful little, silly, like very comedic, pirate-themed series with a lot of kind of a big emphasis on kind of slapstick and funny kind of witty dialogue, and one of my favourite things, just kind of a joke of a main character. One of my favourite characters in all of gaming is Guybrush Threepwood, the main bloke in these, who just kind of stumbles his way through, is not very, not quite as swashbuckling as he'd like to be, but... And this is the third game in the series. Thank you, Cumber. That's the hotkeys of ScumVM, the game emulator. Mix it with the OBS hotkeys. My bad. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming in. I hope you're all having a good Friday evening. We're probably not on this for too long. I fancy raiding you when you go on, Cumber. And you're going on in a bit over an hour, aren't you, I want to say? There she is.
How many times do I have to tell you, LeChuck, I just don't feel that way about you?
Elaine?
By my congealed blood, you'll learn to love me.
Congealed blood?
And I'll make you queen of the dead.
I can't. I'm washing my hair tonight.
Blast be your hair, woman! Can't you see that this salty old sea corpse pines for your every gentle caress?
You know, I don't think my father would approve of me dating the undead. And you're probably too nice a zombie pirate for me anyway. Let's just be friends instead.
It's a 97 release as well, this.
Let's face it, LeChuck. You're an evil, foul-smelling, vile, codependent villain, and that's just not what I'm looking for in a romantic relationship right now.
Darn your riddles, you saucy female! What do you mean? Ow! Oh!
You're a bloodthirsty monster who's already kidnapped me once, tortured my friends, and taken from me the only man I ever loved. Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, how romantic. Ship ahoy!
Threepwood! Fish him out.
Guybrush?
Guybrush Threepwood, by my gangrenous gut, I don't know how you escaped my carnival of the damned, but you won't escape a taste of my blade! Ah! Oh, the lass has spirity. Throw him in the hold. I'll finish him after the battle. Turn loose the longboats. And prepare the flaming voodoo cannonball.
Such a great villain voice, isn't it? Yeah, this kind of, for reasons that are a bit complicated to go into, this ends up really retconning the second game's ending. But the second game also... I don't know, like, for those who know how that ends, I don't know how the hell you'd follow that up.
Elaine. If I could only get through this one door, well, then I could easily overpower the armed guards above, slip over the side, and make for the shore.
Quit your mumbling, captive.
Yeah, so weirdly, I think
Ye scurvy dog.
I feel like the FMV is like much louder than the in-game audio, maybe? I'm not completely sure on that. Do let me know if audio balance is a bit off. Yeah, Incinerator, they're it's probably my favourite point-and-click series. It's kind of the first one I got into, although
This'll make you rue the day.
kind of amusingly, the first one I played was Escape from Monkey Island, which is the fourth one that's not amazingly regarded, but, or at least not as well regarded. But I've still got a big soft spot for them. Oh, nice cover. Yeah, I forgot that one got ported to PS2. Weirdly, the first one got ported to Mega CD, kind of curious though.
I'm Guybrush.
Hello, Jeff.
Who are you?
I'm the evil pirate.
This has got better
Bloodnose,
combat than Devil May Cry 2.
the wickedest fiend ever to sail under the banner of King
I mean, it has no
I'd
combat,
as soon
but...
chew your nose off as look at you.
You sound pretty tough.
I'm so tough. In junior high, I stuffed Davy Jones in his locker.
How tough are you again?
I'm so tough, I could survive being flogged with a cat o' nine tails for half an hour. Or 3 cats of 5 tails for 18 minutes.
Are you wearing a fake beard?
Bloodnose the pirate would not have a fake beard.
I'm sorry, Incinerator.
Glued to your ear hair.
Actually, it's a highly sophisticated beard weave, made from the chest and back hair of real pirates.
Ugh.
I'm hoping it'll take
Look at Guybrush's face.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not a pirate. Wally! Don't you recognize me? It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Oh, gee. Hello, Mr. Wood.
The last time I saw you, we were prisoners in LeChuck's dungeon. Why would you sign on with a ship of the living dead?
Well, Mr. Brush, at first I had some misgivings about it. But thanks to LeChuck's seminars, motivational
Oh, I guess that kind of
lectures,
counts
and
actually,
audio
Cumber,
books
yeah.
on tap, I've become a vicious
Well, that's
corsair.
definitely better than Devil May
You
Cry
can
2.
Ask me how.
Sorry, Jeff.
Tell me about these seminars.
The seminars really brought things into focus. You don't know how empowering it is to be able to say to yourself, yes, I am a despicable, filthy, villainous pirate, deserving blame and censure, but that pirate is who I want to be. Everyone was really very supportive. We had this great feeling of synergy. Then LeChuck kicked down the door and said, "You lazy scum, get back to work, or I'll beat you with your own legs."
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk too much over the dialogue in this. Kind of want to let it play out, really.
Here.
But I'll try and talk in
This
between
explains the
bits.
basic philosophy I follow.
Tell me about these motivational lectures.
Well, they weren't lectures.
Thank you,
as
Jeff.
such. It was what LeChuck described as flogging the inner child.
Tell me about these audiobooks.
To become a pirate, the audio books on parrots.
Audio books
You
on
get a set of
Parrot.
12 parrots, one a month. Return as many as you like. Keep them all and live. They teach you to talk just like a pirate. All the key phrases are in there. Blow the man down. Shiver me timbers. Who's a pretty bird? All the phrases a pirate needs to command respect on the high seas.
Did they? I assume they did audiobooks on cassette, didn't they? Because I'm thinking back to when you'd get like a pack of, God knows how many CDs you'd need to have an entire Harry Potter book on audio. What I'm getting at is I'd rather have 10 parrots to tell me audiobooks than that solution.
I can't, Mr. Brush. I'm the evil pirate Bloodnose now. And besides, even if you got up on deck, LeChuck would cut you to ribbons.
What are
Oh, you can
LeChuck's
get quite
plans?
mean in these games with some of the
Working
choices
on a
as well.
secret weapon, some incredibly powerful cannonball. He's going to use it to blow down the walls of the fort, so his crew can overrun the island.
Snap out of it, Wally.
That's Bloodnose to you, you scurvy sea bass.
Oh, I feel really bad doing this bit every time I replay this.
One more peep out of you, and I'll do you in.
This gets quite mean.
You haven't got the guts.
You scabrous swab. One more word and I'll let you have it.
Try it, Shrimpy.
That's it. I'm gonna blast you. I'm gonna...
Wally.
I can't do it. I just can't. You're right, Mr. Wood. I'm just not a pirate. I'm not ferocious or bloodthirsty or hateful or anything. I'm not even unpleasant. Oh.
Oh, there.
So, this always makes me feel bad, but also, every time you're in this room, you just hear him crying endlessly. Which does wear on you a little bit. Poor lad. Hi, Dre. How you doing, man? It's like change of pace. Kind of game we play. I played about an hour of this the other week to test this, and it took me bloody ages. The item I just picked up, the ramrod, I didn't notice that for the longest time. It was just like part of the background there. It's always the case with these games. I always miss something in the background, but
It's all tangled up in all that debris. I can't pick it up.
But yeah, I really enjoy this. This is quite a
I've got enough fiber in my diet already.
Yeah, if you need fiber, get some ideally moist rope in you. That'll do it.
It's the restraining rope for the cannon.
Yeah, so big favourite of mine back in the day, this game. And this series in general. I've played the... I went through it in the weird order, because I played the 4th one first. I never finished the 4th one, because the final boss is pretty horrendous in it. I mean, bosses in these kind of games don't tend to be great, unfortunately. But I did eventually finish this one. It took me a couple of years. And then they did the special edition re-releases of Monkey Island 1 and 2. Like, this came out on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC, and I played this through on the laptop, which I think still, like, had frame rate drops with them. My current PC is perhaps a tiny bit more powerful than that, I think.
It's the muzzle of the cannon. I've got nothing to say.
And yeah, I like the first two as well. I think the second one is often considered the best. It's either that or this one, probably. Although there's a lot of fondness for the first game as well. Oh, here we go. Actually, we do sort of have a bit of combat here. It's sort of on the... It's on the level of those kind of, I don't know, like those interactive CD-ROMs you'd get back in the day, where...
That was me. Sorry.
Like, we're not talking anything too intensive here,
Sorry about that.
So these poor skeletons think they just got a traitor on their hands, but really we're just a prisoner who...
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at this. Ooh, gross. All the bones and stuff are floating towards the ship.
I think I might played a demo of this back in the day, actually. I think that had this section. And it lasted me a while because it took me ages to get done with it. Oh, there's some really great long-running characters in this series, and this is probably the best one this game introduces.
Lose something?
I am Murray, the invincible demonic skull. Wake in fear, mortal. For your insolence, I shall now devour you. Could you pick me up so I can bite you? No. I just thought I'd ask.
You're about as fearsome as a doorstop.
Is it a really evil-looking doorstop?
Never mind.
Is the voice volume okay? As in the in-game voice volume? We've got quite, we're basically on a, we're basically emulating this more or less, like we're playing it through Steam, but, like all these old LucasArts point and clicks. I think even some non-ones as well. They all use this Scum VM engine, and you can get quite modular with the controls. Like, it's really nice. They've made these games really easy to play. Volume seems fine. Cool. Which is really nice. Like, I'm obviously, in a sense, PC's like a hugely backwards compatible format.
No, I am, really.
Then let me hear you scream in terror.
Ah.
I love characters that are just aspiring to be really nasty and evil, but they're not really, you know? This skull is one of my favourites for that.
Some things no one can answer.
It's got good snark on him as well.
Was your mother's father bald too?
I'm not bald. I have a really high widow's peak.
Well, at least now you never have to worry about what to wear.
Well, I suppose that's true.
And accessorizing is really easy.
That's also true. And I look good in hats.
There you go. I'm going now.
Good. Now leave me alone. I have a lot of scheming and evil plotting to do.
I can't remember if he's ever especially plot important. He just pops up throughout the game and is routinely a source of amusement. Right, here we go. The only reason I know what to do here is because I've replayed this and spent far too long figuring it out. But yeah, I've just combined two items there. So this is, I guess this is probably the first puzzle we're solving technically. Here we are. Eee.
Hey, that's my arm.
Hiya, Armor.
Back.
Hiya, Sultan.
I've lost some weight.
Yeah, I like me a good comedy game, and not always that common, especially not in the 90s.
Scraping a hook on that would be pointless.
These games are great for that. Don't worry, we'll get away from him soon enough. I can't remember if we see him again. I feel bad for him. He just wants to be a mighty fearsome little pirate. He broke his spirit. There we go, so we've got access to the cannon.
Now, with the demon flames of this voodoo cannonball, I'll blast my significant other into the significant other world. That'll show her how much I truly care.
God, how good the animation was on that.
Neptune's navel, that was a close one.
Yeah, great games on Smash earlier, Armor. Thanks so much again, man. Again, forgive me if I'm not talking too much during some of this. As I say, I kind of want the game. This is probably one of the most dialogue-heavy games I've played on. I've streamed.
I lost my cutlass when the ship capsized.
So frankly, it's probably should probably let that shine.
LeChuck in all his glory. I see more than enough of him already.
The really cool thing as well, the voice for Guybrush there. This is the first game he voiced him in. Then he was him in the fourth game, the first two games when they re-released them, when they like remastered them, and then the Telltale series as well.
Chocolate-covered barnacles?
Apparently he was like a really big fan of the series beforehand, so it's quite a nice little story of like a promoted fan becoming actually becoming
I don't even want to know what LeChuck's plans were for that. Nah. It got broken when
like, I love those stories of like someone who's a fan of a bit of media becomes involved with it, and he's just so perfect, this guy, but it's just that nasally kind of because he's kind of a coward of a character.
Wooden nickels, some treasure. Hey,
I'm really endearing though.
Behind this bag.
Yeah, the horrible idea of this is we're in this look at all this lovely treasure here, and the only thing we take from it is a bag of nickels, which you can routinely offer to other NPCs in this when they ask for payment, which they usually perhaps rightly take as an insult. Here we go. I feel bad. Like, look at this. I mean, unfortunately, they obviously didn't render it at a very high resolution, and people have done like recent upscaling tech on the art in this game, but I don't think anyone's found a way to implement it into the game. But even with that, oh god, look how gorgeous this is. Unfortunately, we're not spending long here because the puzzle here is pretty quick. Yeah, it'd be nice if they ported it, Sultan. I mean, I'd assume they could port it quite easily with the Scum VM engine or emulator or whatever they use for all this. There's a lot of sploosh in this game. Certainly in this intro.
Guybrush? Guybrush! I thought I'd lost you forever. Is it really you?
Yes, Elaine.
Look at his friend.
Did you really mean what you said out there? That I was the only man you ever loved?
Well, yes, Guybrush, I guess I did.
Elaine, I'm a man of action. A swashbuckler, a rogue, a wanderer, a man who can hold his breath for 10 minutes.
He actually can as
no
well.
ties and no regrets. I sail with the wind and go where adventure takes me. But somehow something always leads
Guybrush,
me.
stop babbling.
Elaine, will you marry me?
Oh, Guybrush.
Oh, Wally? You're alive!
Oh, there he is.
How did you
Oh, you
survive
do
the
see him again.
explosion?
I was thrown clear. I'm just lucky I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Wow, Elaine, that's some ring.
Thank you, Wally. It's an engagement ring from Guybrush.
Hey, that looks just like the big diamond ring LeChuck had in his treasure hold. You know, the one with that ghastly, disfiguring voodoo curse on it. Well, I'm sure Guybrush wouldn't have given you that ring. Anyway, I gotta be going. I hear there's a tattoo removal place on this island that's raffle safe. See you at the wedding.
Guybrush!
And there it is. Oh my god, we got Guybrush Threepwood within chat! Guybrush, you probably shouldn't have proposed with a ring you found in the ship hull of a pirate,
I'm not gonna be happy about this.
demonic fella. Right, this is where things really get going in terms of like puzzling. We've got a whole island to explore here. So yeah, mission imperative.
No offense.
we've got to
Hey, I wonder how many carrots she... No, bad idea.
Jesus.
Elaine,
Guybrush.
I've got to change her back somehow. Elaine? Honey? You okay? Can I get you anything?
It's weird, they do play the romance
I'll just
fairly
start
straight
looking
in these
for
games. Despite it's pretty silly. I think it is done sort of comedically because of that.
Neat.
Like in the first game, it seems like it's deliberately being played like really soap opera-y.
It's an informative plaque put up by the Plunder Island Naturalist Society. Plunder Island feral chicken. One of Plunder Island's most
Hiya,
common
Nick.
fauna and the animal for which our capital of Puerto Pollo is named.
Oh, there's some funny chicken-related stuff in this game. Clear to the disguise we end up putting on. Bit of a long story. Hi, still alive. Guybrush. No, thanks so much for going in. I've been going on about I'm a big fan of these games. It's been many years. There he is.
Oh, it's just you again.
Just your most terrifying image of evil revisited.
Yeah, right.
I bring you warning from the infernal realms. Do not go farther into the swamp. Turn back. Turn back.
He's so
Darkness will
adorable.
envelop you.
What are you doing up there?
I am standing as a testament.
Standing?
Hanging as a testament to the power of the forces of evil that will one day claim victory over the entire Earth.
How long are you gonna keep doing that?
As long as it takes.
Must get pretty dull up there, I suppose.
Never! The powers of darkness are never dull. We will one day prove that... Oh, who am I trying to fool? I poured out of my skull. Figuratively speaking, of course.
I'm not writing down any sound effects right at the moment, but I really need to consider some from this. There's some really good
You
lines.
seem restless.
Oh, I don't know. It's just that not many people come through this swamp.
What would you rather be doing?
I need to be out among the lesser people, terrifying them and causing pain and misery.
That would make you happy?
Yes, happy in a dark, demonic way.
Do you know anything about lifting curses?
Oh, right. I know a lot about lifting curses.
That's why I'm a disembodied talking skull, sitting on top of a spike in the middle of a swamp.
You seem bitter.
I'm sorry, it's been a rough day.
How'd you get all the way up there?
Through sheer force of will.
Uh-huh.
All right, it was a bunch of those weird voodoo kids. Found me on shore and put me on top of this spike all the time, thinking they were so funny.
I'm impressed they got him up there.
Do you need me to help you down?
Help! I need no help from you foolish mortals. I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic skull.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the offer.
Oh,
I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta go.
I forgot about Deathspank. Wasn't that kind of a Diablo-style game by Ron Gilbert? I think I played a demo of that. I love the name. It obviously has their kind of the kind of humour he's known for in these sort of games. Although I don't think he worked. No, Ron Gilbert didn't work on this one because he left after the second game, didn't he? And kind of infamously, like I don't think this is made by much of the people who made the first two.
It's a voodoo pen.
Which I...
What a relief.
Oh, I'm sorry, fella. We have to. This is really mean.
I'm sure it won't do anything. After all, it's just a paper voodoo doll. Oh, the pain!
I think they only had like one animation for him. Sorry, fella.
It's just a toy.
I can't remember if we see that character again. I think we do.
Nah.
Right, here we go. Got another reoccurring character here. Pour salt on the dough.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
We have known each other for a very long time.
Yeah, she appears in every game, this character.
You've been through much, so it is understandable that you have forgotten me. We met on Melee Island when you were first trying to become a pirate.
Hang on a second. Are we gonna do one of those flashback things? They always make me nauseous.
No, I'll make this quick. I twice helped you defeat the evil pirate LeChuck, first by preparing the voodoo antelope.
Yeah, this is great.
Starting to remember.
And then again by helping you prepare a voodoo doll of his zombie form.
That's right.
Yeah, it was like a good 10 plus, probably a good 10 years between me hearing about those and then finally doing them in the first two Monkey Island games. I probably should have done them in order, but to be honest, I just really wanted to get to this one.
Boy, have I got
So this is my personal favourite one.
Stories? Yes, well, I'm sensing a great disturbance. I have to go.
But I've got to tell you about LeChuck and Elaine.
I'm going to disappear now in a big flash of light. Cover your eyes.
No, wait. It started back on Dinky Island. I knew LeChuck was close.
I'll be disappearing here any moment.
Okay, no story. You've helped so much and I still don't know.
Oh yeah, you never find out her name.
By many names on many
Well, it's the sort of thing, it wouldn't be that satisfied if they told you as much as the comedy of the mystery, isn't it?
Anyone, Guybrush Threepwood.
Yes, you're right. Hey, are you making fun of me?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Poor Guybrush, he's probably quite easy to make fun of.
Who are you and how did you just
That's why I can
appear
relate
like
to
that?
him.
I am one gifted with a second sight, adept at manipulating the forces of nature for the benefit of all who enter my door.
You're a fashion consultant.
Well, yes, but that's not what I was referring to. I am a voodoo priestess.
Oh no! Guybrush, I love you, alright? I say this all of... well, no.
I love what you've done with it.
That might be me going too far the other way now.
The kids came over to play with their paper voodoo dolls. They're adorable children. Would you like to see some pictures?
Look at these options. No, please no. For the love of all that is good and holy, no.
Perhaps later.
I love that.
There's no time.
These do that quite a lot when they give you like these options and then your character doesn't actually say them.
Hey, you're good. Something terrible
Usually
has happened.
because I think Guybrush is too sheepish to...
Congratulations. That doesn't sound so terrible.
And when I placed the engagement ring on her hand, she was placed under a horrible pirate curse and trapped for eternity as a solid gold statue.
Oh, that explains it. I was struck with a wave of overwhelming hatred and anger.
Yeah, that LeChuck was a pretty mean guy.
I was talking about Elaine.
Well, there's no time to worry about that now. We have to hurry.
Do not panic, Guybrush. She will be safe until we can break the curse. You only have to worry about her being stolen. Where did you hide her?
Oh dear.
Oh, shoot.
You left her out there on the beach, didn't you?
You make it sound so incompetent.
Go, Guybrush, hurry, before you're too late.
We are too late.
Elaine!
Oops.
I've got to get her back. This is so embarrassing. Looks like I'm gonna need some more help.
I'll get the joke book ready.
Someone's stolen Elaine.
That is unfortunate. It will be difficult to get her back.
Do you know who kidnapped her?
Not for certain, but I suspect that it's the mangy pirates anchored in Danger Cove.
Can you give me something to lift the curse?
No, LeChuck's curse is a very powerful one. Fueled by his anger and his intense frustration in dealing with the opposite sex. I have nothing here to lift so powerful a curse, but there is one way.
Great, tell me.
You have to replace the cursed ring with a pure one of greater or equal value. A good guideline is 2 months' salary.
Where am I gonna find a huge uncursed diamond ring?
Legends speak of a whopping big diamond ring on Blood Island.
Blood Island? I've never heard of it.
You will soon become quite familiar with it. But you must be careful, Guybrush. I have foreseen that your journey will be filled with peril and deception. I have also seen that Blood Island will be the place where you will die.
Yeah, I muted myself because I was going to the top of my cupboard there to get the joke book. Right, here you go. This is not worth the wait. What do you call a display of eggs? Exhibition. Oh, I don't mind that. What do you call a display of eggs? An exhibition. I don't mind that. I hope we're okay with this, but that is the last egg joke, at least for now in this. I hope we're not too sentimental about that. But that we're still, like, really far away from that. Very good, Ados. It's still a live redeem as well. I can't immediately see it here. Can you say? I'll try and find a better way to do this. For now, can you say in chat if you have redeemed? Because it's so easy for me to miss it the way it. I should probably just be looking at chat on my phone maybe instead of the. There we go. Sorry, don't mind Finn's flashing on the screen there. Oh, just now, is it? Okay, no, have a non-egg one. I can't stop... Oh, this is quite a simple one. I can't stop telling lies. I don't believe you.
Uh-huh. So, any huge uncursed rings on any other islands?
No. The value of the ring on Blood Island comes from its emotional significance. It represents a pure, true love, a power greater than any other.
Oh, that's sweet. I think I have something in my eye.
Do not mock the wedding priest.
Blood Island sounds dangerous. You have to come with me.
No, I cannot. I have lived on 3 different islands in the past 6 years. I do not wish to travel anymore. Besides,
it probably was 6 years between this and the first game, so yeah.
But who'll point me in the right direction? You've got to come. You're my only hope.
No, Guybrush. There is another.
There's another Skywalker.
Well, how will I find the ring on Blood Island?
All I can say is that I see a long and painful history connected with that ring. And I feel a great sadness associated with it. You will learn more once you have actually found the
Yeah, absolutely. So that had to be intentional, didn't it? They do reference,
How do I get to Blood Island?
You will need 3 things.
They definitely reference that stuff, don't they?
Blood Island, for the journey is a long and dangerous.
Oh, it's really gross how you get the map in this.
See where the ship to take you there, and an experienced crew.
Map, ship, and crew. Got it. Blood Island, here I come. I finally defeated LeChuck and his skeleton pirates.
True evil can never be destroyed completely.
But I heard him blow up and everything.
You'd be surprised at how much abuse an evil undead zombie pirate can take.
I finally found Big Whoop and was enormously disappointed.
Big Whoop is pure evil. You were lucky to escape alive.
I can't remember much about it. Just that I was expecting so much more.
God, the second game ends really weirdly for those who have played it. It's a bit divisive, actually. It's kind of a weird, creepy ending, which was really hard to follow up on. They basically just retcon it quite a bit for this. Not in a very satisfying way, but
what makes you think LeChuck will be back?
I don't know how else they could have, to be fair.
And never discover their reason for being. LeChuck has found his, to perpetually rise from the dead and torment you and Elaine. It's what he does best.
Gee, when you put it that way, it's kind of hard to stay mad at him.
Oh.
How can I finally destroy him for good?
No one knows. His power seems to grow with every incarnation. You may have dealt with him for now, but this respite can only be temporary at best.
Good night, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in.
What island is this, anyway?
You have landed on Plunder Island.
Plunder Island. Sounds appropriately piratey.
Naturally. It's a sort of retirement community for ex-pirates and their spouses.
Sounds exciting.
Lately, there has been all too much excitement on the island. All centering around Governor Marley, LeChuck, and a giant chicken.
Oh, that pays off in a fun way.
What about this giant chicken business?
Ah, yes, Guybrush. You have landed on an island gripped by the cold, clammy hand of fear.
Don't you think you're being a bit overdramatic?
This was a peaceful island until the great beast landed on our shores. Some say it was sent to make the islanders pay for their cruelty. Others claim it was simply blind fate. Whatever the impetus, it came.
It's got to be that option, isn't it?
What? I'm not even at the scary part.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Look at him, it says.
El Pollo Diablo, the giant demon chicken. Tall as a man and twice as powerful, his massive drumsticks propel him through the dark jungle with ease. No one has seen the beast, but on the eve of the full moon, his blood-curdling squawk can be heard from every corner of this wretched island. In the dark of night, he roosts, patiently watching, waiting.
It's such a good performance, isn't it?
No, wait. Don't tell me. Let me guess.
Oh god. Alright, which one do we want? He's hatching a... God, I thought we escaped the egg jokes. He's hatching a diabolical scheme. He's establishing a new pecking order. He's going to buck the system. That might be my favourite. He's crossing the road to freedom.
He's crossing the road to freedom!
He roams the island.
Oh. I don't think it matters, really.
Vengeance on those who would capture and eat his smaller brethren.
Oh, give me a break.
There were once others like you, skeptical to the true nature of the beast. But they're all dead now, pecked into a bloody pulp by his savage beak. But I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, right, whatever. Elaine is governor of this island too?
Actually, Elaine is the governor of the entire Tri-Island area, comprised of Melee, Booty, and Plunder Islands. She moved to her fort
Bit of law here for you.
after the kitchen and landscaping staff quit her Booty Island mansion.
Well, how did you end up on Plunder Island?
I realized that my location in the swamp on Scab Island wasn't ideally situated.
So you moved to a swamp on a different island?
I just said I could see the future. I never claimed to be an expert in real estate.
Thanks, I've heard all I needed to know. I want to know what voodoo spell you're working on.
Voodoo spell? Oh, this. This is just a fondue I'm making for tonight.
That's what she's doing with that.
Does it have any skink toes in it?
A few.
I'll pass. I want to know more about safe hair replacement systems.
I can imagine. Didn't you have a beard the last time I saw
He
you?
did, that's right.
I sure did. A really cool one. I wonder what happened to it.
Yeah, he looks quite different like across the first 3 games. There's not a huge amount of consistency there.
I want to know more about a diet I can live with.
I'll share with you knowledge passed from mother to daughter in my family for generations.
What's that?
Low fat, high fiber. What?
Well, that sounds about right. I think people have come to realise carbs are... I mean, obviously you don't want too much fat from food. I think, like, carbs are the thing people are really worried about cutting down, I get the impression. But high fiber seems like a good share.
Variable rate mortgages.
Bad idea. Though attractive to the first time,
Did they seriously research this?
wildly to fluctuations in the market and can work against the buyer over time. You're best off starting with a 20% down payment and a variable rate mortgage, then refinancing at a fixed rate after 1 or 2 years as the market warrants.
Could you repeat that?
No.
We all get that. Oh, this dates the game.
I want to know more about a career in TV and VCR repair.
So you want to make more money?
Sure, we all do.
Stick to pirates.
Oh god, I forgot how many of these there were.
The Aztec god, Quetzalcoatl.
Really
Oh, it's also a Final Fantasy VIII GF as well.
Shorter than you might think.
Oh, that's all of them.
Thanks for your help. Gotta go.
Fair enough. Sorry, I know we did spend quite a while there, but this is the kind of game I do like to exhaust all the dialogue on. Yeah, classic one. I can't remember if you get one in this game. I definitely knew about that item. Probably the most famous item from these games, right?
Ooh, looks like it was thrown here by a typhoon. Nah. No.
Here we go. Oh, this cheeky son of a gun, this kid.
I'm bigger than him. I'm no bully. How inspiring. A budding young entrepreneur.
There we go.
Hello there, Sonny. You open yet?
Oh boy, my first customer. Gee willikers, is this gonna be swell? Hi, my name's Kenny Foulmouth.
Kenny Foulmouth.
If you would buy some of my lemonade, it only costs.
You'd almost think that was a South Park reference, but...
I have a bottomless mug policy.
That does sound like a good deal.
I think this was a year before South Park, though.
Lemonade good?
Oh gosh, yes. It's a very healthful drink. Even better for you than placing leeches on your tongue.
Wow. What's the lemonade good for?
It's a dandy tonic for scurvy. It'll cure all your symptoms, including but not limited to...
Yeah, you'll see that now.
muscles, sunken eyes, painful gums, ashen skin, loss of teeth, internal bleeding, the reopening of old wounds, diarrhea, kidney failure, fainting, halitosis, and death.
You can see why I wanted to play this, right? I might turn I did turn these down. I might turn these back up to where they were. Let me know if I've done these too far. I might as well make the dialogue about the same volume as my voice. I'll keep an eye on that.
I'd like to buy some lemonade.
Sure. We have a bottomless mug policy, you know. That'll be a nickel.
Hey, there's no bottom to this mug. Give me my money back.
I'm sorry. I did tell you about our bottomless mug policy. And there are no refunds.
How very literal.
Little...
Thank you. Come again.
I can't remember what we do with that. I'm sure that there's a way we,
I want my money back.
Why? Was the lemonade bad?
I don't know. I didn't drink any.
Well, if you're not dissatisfied with our product, I can't justify giving you a refund. I'm sorry, but it's company policy.
But...
Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
I can't... What do we... I won't have any memory of how we do any of the puzzle solutions. I've got the hint website ready, which I will need to consult.
Danger Cove.
Oh, is this... No. At some point we're going to come across the Scrooge McDuck. Oh god, I forgot this... I forgot this took us this far, god. I think we have got a speed up option on this as well. Yeah, there we
Front
are.
door is closed. In memory of the chickens who gave their lives during the Great Puerto Pollo Potluck Jamboree of 1621.
Actually, I'm not sure when this is meant to take place. Like, obviously, you'd think it might be.
Welcome, patron, to the Barbary Coast, where every haircut is an adventure.
Aye, and if you're wanting a haircut, you'll have to wait until I'm finished with Captain Rottingham here.
Are you guys pirate barbers?
We prefer the term buccaneer hairstylists.
Great. Maybe you guys can help me find this huge diamond ring I'm looking for.
Diamond ring?
Yeah, it's supposedly enormous, and it's on Blood Island.
Blood Island? Never heard of it.
Hi, Kraken.
It's a funny story, really. I needed to lift this curse. It's turned my girlfriend into a solid gold statue.
Solid gold?
Wait a second. Did I just share too much?
So, if this fella sounds familiar here, it's the same actor as Scrooge McDuck. Oh god, look at the blood on the floor.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pie...
Quiet.
Red... Huh?
Don't distract him when he's working on me.
Aye, laddie, you'll have to wait your turn. It's the pirate way.
Yeah, so we got R.I.P. unfortunately. Alan Young, I think his name is. Passed away a few years back.
There's a plaque on this portrait. It says...
He went to his mid-90s.
Always a dapper crook.
He was in the DuckTales Remastered game, playing Scrooge at, like, you know, in his early 90s, so power to him.
It's a bunch of combs floating in that blue stuff.
Ah, hands off that comb, or I'll have your bangs, you thieving dog.
Oh god, he does sound like... Oh, it is hair. Actually, yeah, okay, I can see that. It honestly looked like bloodstains to me for a second. Yeah, I can see that now.
He seems irritable. Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I see, and I don't care.
Yeah, this character comes about.
I'm a mighty pirate.
Ha!
What do you mean, ha?
I meant just what I said. Ah, if you're a mighty pirate, then I'm bold.
Hiya, Hackface.
I'm mighty enough to defeat LeChuck twice.
LeChuck? Ha! Even if he's dead, there's just no excuse for that hair.
Jeez.
So you're a ship captain, huh?
Not just any ship captain. Don't tell me you've never heard of Captain René Rottingham.
I've never heard of Captain Roddy.
I'm only the most cunning and well-groomed captain ever to sail the Caribbean.
Oh no, oh come on, whatever, it's Friday night, do yourself another one. It's okay, I know, it's a bit of a pain, I know, but you can sacrifice a tea bag.
Well, how'd you like to join my crew?
Me serve on your crew? Please don't make me break into hysterical laughter while this buffoon is working on my hair.
Why don't you want to join my crew?
I serve under no man. Oh boy.
Now just one second.
If there's any treasure to be found, I'm going to be the man to find it. And I'll look absolutely stunning while I'm doing it.
Fire! Run for your life!
I'm sure the authorities probably have the situation under control. But just in case, Barber, more moisturizer.
Rabid dogs are on the loose! Get out, now!
I don't hear anything. There are no rabid dogs on the loose.
That's just what they want you to think. Did you know you're starting to go gray?
I most certainly am not.
Don't get me wrong, gray hair suits you.
It doesn't... I mean, of course it would. But I don't have to worry about that for several years.
If I were you, I'd worry more about those split ends.
Split ends? I'll have you know I'd kill men for comments less slanderous than that.
You could be such a passive-aggressive ass in these games.
You've got a bald spot starting here.
What? You're lying, of course.
If you say so. All I know is that there's definitely some kind of shine going on back here. You seem irritable. Is it from your dry scalp?
My scalp is lovingly massaged with the finest creams and oils in the world, twice daily.
Yeah, that's a little more than I wanted to know.
Your petty jabs and insults mean nothing to me.
They're doing great things with dandruff shampoo these days.
I suggest you leave, boy, before you force me to defend my honor.
There's an axe-wielding maniac at the door! Flee!
Perhaps you should offer yourself as a sacrifice so the rest of us may be saved.
The calls are coming from within the barber shop. You must get out immediately.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Leave us alone.
Storms are coming. Better get a move on. Could be a twister.
Then I'm most definitely staying inside. The humidity does horrible things to my hair.
Captain Rottingham, you're being paged.
Take a message.
You know, sitting down for too long can be unhealthy. It's a serious risk to your cardiovascular system. I think a nice jog could be just what you need right about now. Up and at 'em.
Go away.
I don't know why he hasn't just like split off through by this point. It's been so annoying.
I didn't want you on my crew anyway.
That's your loss. And boy, lose the ponytail. It's so last year.
You seem busy. I'll come back later.
Yeah, I'm quite glad we established that's not blood. I was a bit creeped out by that. That does seem quite obvious now.
Excuse me, but...
Wait your turn.
Yeah, these guys, 3 of these end up being in our crew. Whether we'll get that this stream, I'll have to say.
So it's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate
He's got
name,
such
Bill?
a good voice, hasn't he?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it? Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect. I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain?
No one takes us seriously.
I'm the mighty pirate who defeated LeChuck.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure, immense mounds of gold
here we
and diamonds, solid gold scepters of power, anything?
Wow,
I've
I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
I bet I could find gold on this very island.
How much would you bet?
Well, I've got these...
Right. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mean? Well, just that, you know, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic.
The voice acting's really good at this, isn't it? This is, I mean, the first 2 games probably were too early to have it. But we need to get that scissors at some point, if I remember. Yeah, so big pressure on them to get the voice acting right, and they really
Here's
did.
a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging Tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Rico.
Oh, you're quite broken sword, aren't you still alive?
Treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding out.
A fifth sense.
Supernatural powers? I have a hard time believing that.
I did too. At first, we left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Did you ever find any treasure?
We sailed for 2 years.
Oh,
Finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
I just had a feeling.
Circled around for 2 years and just came across the treasure they threw off in the first place.
You really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
You really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
You still haven't proven you can find anything.
I can't remember what we find
Come
for that.
back when you have some real treasure to show me.
But yeah, Broken Swords I'm really keen on as well. That's another old favourite.
Do you know any more pirate stories?
Want the story about how I slit the throat of the annoying little pirate who kept asking me questions?
Is something troubling you?
I hope we don't mind the different pace of this. I know this is mostly mostly just dialogue, but it's such funny dialogue. I really like it. Oh no, Sultan!
There, I'm Guybrush 3.
Oh no.
Of course you are.
Okay then, who are you?
Edward Van Helgen.
Not thee!
That's right, mine is the name that pirates fear the most. Edward Snuggleky Van Helgen.
It sure is boring.
No, come on. This has better animation than that. This is better than CDI Zelda. Yes, I said it.
How'd you like to join my ever-growing pirate crew?
Your crew? Why would I want to be on your crew?
It's gonna be a blast. We're going to Blood Island.
Sorry, Threepwood. As much as I'd love to be out at sea again, I could never serve
kind
a
of talk is
who wasn't a
taboo
gentleman
around
and who
here.
wasn't my equal.
I know, it's an outrageous statement to make.
Gentlemen, that's me all over.
Then prove it. If you can defeat me in a gentleman's duel, I'll join your crew.
All right, let's get to dueling.
No,
We have to hit with the
there are
glove, don't we?
If you want to duel with me, you have to give me sufficient insults.
Okay.
We'll go for the classic one.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's an old one. Come back when you have some special.
That's the classic.
Did I mention you're a big old bedwetting duty head?
No, but I'm still not impressed.
Nice cologne you're wearing. Did you actually roll around in dung or just dab a little behind each ear?
That's not the type of insult I had in mind.
I can't remember, where did we get a... I don't remember any of the solutions, annoyingly. I usually remember the aftermath,
I
but...
don't want to insult you. Why can't we just get along?
No, traffic, I just skipped dialogue.
I bet you have a ton of cool pirate stories.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, come on. I'd really like to hear some of...
The year was 1675. We were on a course towards the wreck of the Rattling Phlegm. Our days were filled with songs of the voyage and the untold riches we'd find at our destination. 2 months into our journey, we realized something was horribly wrong.
Yeah, wasn't that still alive? Wasn't that Warcraft point and click basically finished, I want to say, right? Like, they did basically release... no, they didn't, so they didn't release it, but I want to say it was more or less done, they just didn't... I think they wanted to release that at a time when this genre was on the decline, unfortunately.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you, I'm easily startled and will scream like a baby.
Steel yourself, young pirate. We were all stricken with a melody. A diabolical song that I shall never forget. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey, that's kind of catchy.
Aye. All too catchy for a crew of 50 men confined to a ship hundreds of miles from port. No one could think of anything else, and many threw themselves into the sea rather than hear any more of the incessant humming. We returned with but 8 of our crew left. The doomed voyage of the Obsessivo Compulsivo.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. For those who didn't catch that, that's the Monkey Island theme they were humming, which is... That's always weird when media does that, isn't it? It's like when the Ghostbusters theme shows up in universe.
You went from pirating to hairstyling. Why?
The music of the sea is something that takes hold of your soul and never lets go. But the life of a sailor is a rough one, and the sea shows no mercy. It was no easy choice to leave, but I realized that I could still enjoy the music of the sea while remaining safely on land.
How?
By starting a barbershop quartet, obviously.
Obviously, but there are only 3 of you.
Auditions didn't go as well as we'd hoped. We once had a tenor named Dominique, but he left. Artistic differences.
I think that's a reference. I seem to remember a character being called
Dominic. Explain
Dominic.
why you chose hairstyling.
Well, we spent so much time coming up with a clever name for the shop, we realized we were going to have to give up singing and actually become barbers. But I still like to think that we're not just cutting hair. That maybe, just maybe, we're teaching people a little bit about themselves.
Oh.
Are you truly happy with this line of work?
I may return to the sea one day, but for now I'm happy helping pirates look their
Oh,
very
late
best.
streaming.
At least until we find a 4th for our barbershop quartet.
We streamed like Fibbage and Quiplash. Oh, no kidding.
I could be the 4th for your barbershop quartet.
No, that's okay. I was wrong. We don't need one after all.
Oh, come on, I really got away with a ballad.
All right, then. Let's hear what you've got.
Sure thing, Cumber. That's this. Yeah, I'll, Oh, this bit's quite good. Yeah, take it easy, Cumber.
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket and he's stealing all my change. His stare is blank and glassy. I suspect that he's deranged.
Look at his face.
Oh, my dear, sweet, merciful Savior in heaven.
Pretty good, huh?
You must take an oath now, before man and God, that you will never, ever again...
Yeah, no, I'm
sing
still
in
alive. Thanks for tuning in.
So, what are you telling me exactly?
Take it easy, both.
Let me try out for your barbershop.
I'm sorry, we gotta do all of these.
No!
Oh, please. The spirit
No.
of music is in me.
All right, but this is the last time.
Once my old man spoke to good King Triton and asked, why all this senseless fightin'? Why can't we men express emotion? Now I've got a friend in the...
Great sainted jumping monkeys!
What do you think, huh?
That was even more atonal than last time.
Hey, let me try out another song.
It is absolutely vital we do
Am I
all of
just
these.
not getting through to you, Threepwood?
Come on, this time will be great. Trust me.
If you insist.
Some of these might be parodies, I'm not completely sure.
Plunder, plunder, how I wonder how'd ya get so doggone pretty? Home to sailors, barbers, tailors, and Puerto Pollo, your capital city.
Mother of all that we as humans hold sacred.
Well,
you're actually beginning to make me physically ill. Please stop.
Oh god. I hope we're all enjoying this.
listen to me sing again. You'll love it this time.
I really, really, really don't want to.
No, believe me, I'm just getting warmed up. For those cold, dark shipboard nights, we've got boxers, briefs, and tights. Made from cotton, silk, or satin, in styles Anglo, Dutch, and Latin. When you sail, don't take a chance, wearing nothing neath your pants. Rust, silver's long johns, they breathe.
I need more words. My grasp of the language is not sufficient to describe the violent retching nausea your singing is causing me to experience.
I'm not following you. Is that a good thing? I've
I
got one song
suppose he's
for you.
technically nicer than Bill, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cute pun, though, isn't it? Even better, son.
I'm hooked on you, baby. But the seas keep us apart.
Oh dear.
There ain't no eye patch big enough to cover up my broken heart.
That's odd.
What? What? You liked it?
No, it was dreadful. It's just that my queasiness has subsided. But now I'm beginning to taste metal and see spots before my eyes. I'm afraid that your singing is so bad, it has caused me to have a stroke.
God.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
I told you, not unless you give me sufficient...
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
There we go. So yeah, the three barbers end up being our crew. But we have to do... You spend quite a bit of time on this place before that.
No. He's a member of the bustling Plunder Island workforce.
Yes, may I help you?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pirate.
Threepwood? You must be Seersucker Skip Rackham's cousin. How are Muffy and the twins?
Who?
Hey, it's a lovely afternoon for the beach today. Not too crowded yet. There's a crafts workshop on the South Beach, and a swabber size class at 2 and 4. Water's warm and the waves aren't too high. Just watch out for the occasional undead corpse washing up on shore. Might want to keep the kids away from any rotting flesh. But otherwise, the siege earlier today shouldn't spoil your afternoon. Just between you and me, the undead are notoriously bad tippers. So it's just as well they didn't take over the island, eh? Let me see your membership card and we'll fix you right up.
Oh, that's right, we need a membership card.
Stand aside, I'm in a killing mood.
No membership card, I see. Well, sir, you're at the Brimstone Beach Country Club in Smorgy, part of the Leisure Lovers planned community for retired pirates. It's very exclusive. I'm afraid if you don't have a membership card, you cannot use any of the club's amenities.
I don't want an amenity. I had to eat one of those while I was lost at sea and it was terrible.
Then let me also point out that without that membership card, you are not permitted on the beach, you cannot use any of our towels, and you can't have anything from the grill. Good day.
Yeah, there's a weird sort of running thing in these games where every island where you expect it to be like really piratey, they're all just like tourist traps. It's really strange.
Dirty towels.
Those towels are for members only.
God, I can't remember how to do it. Any of these.
I don't want to carry that around. It's cold. My tongue might stick. I'm not gonna fall for that one again.
Oh, that's right. You do that at some point in the previous
it's a nice
game.
bucket for a bottle of sparkling grog.
Oh dear, Sultan. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear. Is there somewhere? There's somewhere else. I think we haven't. Okay, so we've been there. I'm sure there's somewhere up there, but maybe we have to go a bit through there. Here we are. The Cabotos here. Yeah, just look how gorgeous the backgrounds are. I think so. Yeah. There's one or two more inside locales.
Caribbean rubber tree. One of the many rubber trees common throughout the Caribbean, used as raw material for shipbuilding.
What have we got now? Okay. There's a theatre as well.
It's the Long John
Silver yeah, I remember something going on in there.
Nah.
Yeah, you spend quite a bit of time on this island before you.
There's a pile of logs there. It's too heavy for me to move. It's a wooden sawhorse supporting that keg of rum.
Just for the hell of it.
I don't want to pin that.
Nah. What do we use the pin for, God? I don't remember any of the... I wish I would remember the puzzle solutions for some of these. But we are still exploring, so... But yeah, just look how gorgeous the environments are. I really love the art style of this game. It's a shame it is stuck at a lower resolution, but
Beware.
So I thought that was the tavern.
What a strange flower. Wow. This jungle is thick. I'll
Of
need
course.
something sharp if I'm gonna hack my way through there.
The pin, innit?
I don't want to pin that.
Fair enough.
It's rooted in with the vine.
This is all slowly coming back
It's a
to
great
me,
big bag
but
full of red dye. Number 2.
what if we try and drink the red dye?
I think that's a carcinogen.
Right, is it here the place I'm thinking of? Yeah, here we are. I think this is. There we are.
Do you have a reservation?
Of course I have a reservation.
Then let's see your reservation slip. No reservation slip, huh? Then out you go.
God, so is that everywhere we could have, Sultan? Very good. Oh, is that a pad
The
on
Long John
greens?
Silver Center for the Performing Arts presents Spear. The front door is closed. It's locked.
Right, what have we got in terms of...
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
Hiya, pasties! Hello! How are you, fella? Have you had a good week? That work at home is going well. Oh, that's right, we do get Ember. What do we use that for?
The bridge is uncrossable. That's just as well. There's nothing interesting in the fort anyway.
Yeah, we've got a speed up option here, which I'll probably use intermittently.
Mysterious. No. Nah.
Sultan. You're making up for Jeff being absent, aren't you, with all these puns? I'm sure we get down there somewhere, but... Well, we do something with this, well, probably do something with most things in this, but it's escaping me, unfortunately.
It's as thick as gravy. I won't be able to find anything in this mud by fishing around with my hand. I'd really... I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
Oh yeah, isn't that where we scoop?
Feeling down because your chicks turned to gold? Come to the swamp, get your fortune told. Voodoo and things. Formerly just voodoo. Visit our new location on Plunder Island.
You swap bugs. Oh, that's right. Oh, nice one. Just trying to get going, really. I think we do something with the, we have to ruin... The guy getting his haircut, we have to ruin that. I think it's to do with the... I feel like we put something in there, I want to say. Oh, the jawbreak. Okay, I think I do somewhat remember that. Ugh.
It's only got a little bit of spit and hair on it. This jawbreaker feels really hard. Ugh, gross. It's got someone else's spit and hair all over it.
There's some pretty gross stuff in this. Sultan. Yeah, doing alright, thanks, bastards.
It's a bunch of combs floating in that blue stuff.
Hands off those combs. Those are ours.
Let's have a look. It's not. I'm not really getting a sense of too much handy in terms of.
Don't you be touching that there handle, you air lubber.
Don't touch that, you foul creature! This ape may ruin my haircut.
Ape? Oh. I'm not saying the whole thing.
No. It's full of dirty dishes. Hi.
Yes?
Hand me a towel, young man.
Those towels are for club members only.
Let me have some of that cooking oil.
That oil is only for French frying. It stays right here.
Hey, what a coincidence. I'm French. Toss that baby right over here.
You don't sound French, and you don't look French. And you don't know how much you're getting on my nerves.
Onion ring emergency. Give me all the oil you've got.
Sorry. As long as I'm in charge here, you'll get no handouts.
Please pass the cooking oil.
No can do. I'm not authorized to hand out cooking supplies to anyone.
Right, we need to go to the theatre. Just like that, I've got a hint website on my Kindle ready because I know I'll need to consult it
How
for
about
this.
now? I know the secret handshake.
Ever since Thurston the
Yeah, you have to do something with messing up the hair, yeah.
handshake thing just got kind of messy. We don't have one anymore. But of course, all members know that.
I was thinking of joining a club for snotty rich folks. Where do I sign?
Well, it's not that easy. First, you'll have to get on our waiting list. That could take several months. Then there's the credit check, references, family history, the oral presentation, and the written test. Mostly dealing with Spanish treasure, pillaging and golfing in the greater Caribbean area. And then finally, our 14-step interviewing process.
And then I'll be in your club?
No, I'm afraid after that, I'd have to blackball you.
It's me, Biff, from the polo team. My pony's about to give birth. Quick, boil some water and get me lots and lots of towels.
Not buying it, Mr. Mangy Pirate. The only way you can have a towel is if you are a member of the club.
Please, can I have a towel?
The only way you can...
Gotta be going.
Yeah, there's a lot of being denied things in these games and then getting them through just the most bizarre way possible. Okay, here we are.
It'd be a nice coat if it weren't for that dandruff. Looks too big for me.
We have to pick up the dandruff.
I'd hate people to think less of this guy just because of a slight problem with... Hey, this isn't dandruff.
Yeah, we've got lies, people. I for one am thrilled.
I wonder if there's a part in this play for a dashing rogue pirate. No. It's empty. Or is it? I don't want to disturb the mystic powers of the hat. No, I like the natural look. I don't need a prop. It's a fake sword.
It's really trying to... You always want to scan the environments in these games. It's so easy to miss little things.
It looks too heavy for me to carry.
Oh, come on, take the donkey head.
I don't want to look like a jackass. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Knock it off.
To swab.
I forgot about this.
No.
It's an actor.
Thespian. Come on, Slappy. You've got to get this right. The show opens today.
Pal. Can I join your show?
Good heavens, no. I could hear your awful singing.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's my life. Let me join your show.
Good heavens, no. And stop whining.
What's that putrid, stench-ridden drivel that you're rehearsing?
But this is the master work of the bard. Do you really think it's that bad?
Oh.
Do pirates drink grog?
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have altered the material. How could I have taken up my wretched pen and stabbed it bodkin-like through the unsullied poetry of the master?
God.
You wrote Shakespeare?
I was compelled to. Not a single person was coming to any of my performances. Oh, these stupid, brutish pirates! Not men enough to confront their own sensitive inner natures. So I rewrote the whole folio, contracted the brilliance of decades into a 45-minute review. Spear. A theatrical medley.
Why can't you go back to the original scripts?
Oh, the sweet, sweet, bitter irony of it all. Now that you have confirmed that I have produced a work of unredeemable trash, I'm more or less guaranteed to have a financial success on my hands.
Why do I find that strangely encouraging? Can I watch you rehearse your horrible play?
I'd rather you didn't. I get nervous when people watch.
Of course. I'm a dangerous pirate. Who are you?
Cromwell. Slappy Cromwell. It's not my real name, actually. My agent told me my given name just didn't have star quality.
What was your given name?
Rex Fortune, Adventure Seeker.
I see. Have you been to Blood Island?
But of course. Blood Island was once the place to be if you were an artist in the Caribbean. Those were the days. We were young and wild, pushing the limits of our craft. Oh, what risky, daring performances we gave. We weren't afraid to shock or offend the stodgy, mainstream sensibilities of our audiences.
Oh, what did you perform?
Dinner theater, mostly.
Could you tell me how I can find Blood Island?
My agent, Palado Domingo, always handled the travel arrangements. He would know how to get there.
Any idea where I could find him?
He's a member of the Brimstone Beach Club here on Plunder Island. You might catch him there.
As it comes full circle, we gotta get to that club.
Please, can I watch you rehearse?
I'd rather you didn't. You might see the surprise ending to Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet die.
Actually, that ending didn't set well with the focus group.
Please, can I join your show?
Good heavens, no.
Fair enough, that's probably the right answer.
My agent. Most likely he...
Carry on.
Then I kill Caesar, follow that up.
Oh, he's able to hit his pyro.
Just disturbing. I don't think he's interested. So how'd you get roped into doing this show?
I'm a spokesmodel, actually. But what I really want to do is act.
Oh.
People just don't take you seriously when you're a spokesmodel.
How surprising.
Yeah, isn't it?
Break a peg leg.
Thanks.
I don't remember. Is the water ballet before or after my mad scene? A pirate by any other name would steal...
I can't use a
I can't remember if we get any items from this.
Next, I burn...
I'm trying to remember specifically what happens there. Yeah, we need to... So... I think... Do we put them in...
They would drown in there.
Oh dear.
Holy infestation! You've been struck with the hair demons.
What are you talking about?
The cursed head vermin, the scourge of every hygienic sailor on the 7 seas.
That's a lie!
Sure as I'm standing here, they're wriggling about your scalp like a pack of wretched sea lions. This calls for drastic action. I'm bringing in old Ironsides.
No, let's not be too rash.
Rash? That's a bad sign.
There's no time to lose. I'm going to have to amputate.
No, you'll ruin my hair!
Oh, God. Oh. There we go, finally made some progress, everyone.
He looks like a true professional.
Let's talk to Scrooge McDuck.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, here to serve all your mighty...
Like, it is the same voice from the actor, even. Basically, isn't
I am
it?
Haggis McMutton of the clan McMutton.
I sure could use a haircut.
Have a seat, laddie, and I'll do you up with a fine coif.
Oh, that's right. We have to.
I can't reach it. I'm too low.
Oh, we gotta distract him somehow.
How did you become a barber pirate?
I spent 10 years.
Which laugh did you want?
HMS Anathema, the fastest ship in the Scottish Navy.
So how did that help you become a barber pirate?
It was a clipper ship.
Ah. So you started this salon?
Aye, but not on my own. I grew to love hairstyling.
Oh, I think that's laugh free.
And then they told 2 friends.
Aye, and they told 2 friends, and so on and so on.
He's so friendly.
I want to know more about safe hair replacement systems.
Ach, there's no such thing. It's nae proper to fool with the course of nature.
Do you know any rousing pirate stories?
Well, there is the story of the secret of Bulky Island. We were a crew of 200 men, under the command of Big Jake McJuggernaut, the most powerful captain on the seas. One night in port, Captain Jake heard a tale of an enormous treasure buried somewhere on Bulky Island. We set sail and landed on the island within a fortnight and found the treasure the next morning.
Is this going to be scary? Because I warn you, I tend to sweat profusely when frightened, and there's still a lot of places I have to go today.
I'll edit out the scary parts. Oh, it was a beautiful sight. A tremendous chest made of solid
Bulky
gold.
Island's where you're from.
Snapped into the hole and wrapped his sinewy arms around the chest. He gathered his resolve, counted to 3, filled his lungs, and lifted with all his might. The sound of his back cracking brought a grimace to even the most steel-hearted crewman. By nightfall, the lot of us were lying on the beach, writhing in pain.
Why didn't you set up a system of ropes and pulleys?
That would have been the weak man's way out. The pirate Angus MacFulcrum had followed us to Bulky Island, wanting the treasure for himself. The weakling used a lever and took the chest, laughing at us as he carried it to his ship. And my proud Captain McJuggernaut died in traction, cursing himself for not being strong enough.
Haggis. That's an unusual name.
I suppose it is, but haggis is just a nickname. The given name is heart, liver, and kidneys boiled in the stomach of the animal McMutton.
Oh, so your parents were expecting a girl?
Aye.
Those sure are nice scissors.
Aye, they're my best pair. They can cut through almost anything.
Why are they in the ceiling?
Sometimes I cut hair so fast, the scissors fly from my hands at unbelievable speeds.
Could I borrow those scissors for a minute?
Sorry, no. They're much too valuable to me. You know they can cut through almost anything.
Yes, I believe you mentioned that.
Well, we do need those scissors.
What is that blue stuff in the jar anyway?
Ah, the old comb juice. 'Tis a fiery brew that's bested many a sailor with her fermented froth. It'll burn your throat unless you chase it with conditioner.
How would you like to join my crew?
You seem like a nice enough sort, Guybrush, but a man cannot serve as my captain unless he earns me respect.
And how would a man go about doing that?
By besting me in a time-honored...
That's right, the cable toss. Helping you move. I always win that because Guybrush can hold his breath underwater for 10 minutes.
I'm talking about the traditional Highland display of strength and virility, the caber toss.
Toss this.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Perhaps after I finish with your hair.
Never mind.
Oh, that was easy.
Ugh, blast that ineffectual paperweight. I'll have to go find another.
But what about my haircut?
Keep your skirt on, lad.
There we go. There we are. So we are on the easier difficulty. I remember the harder one being really pretty obtuse at times.
Well,
There definitely would be another step to that if we were on the harder one.
I suppose I'll just have to eyeball your haircut.
I just remembered. I have another appointment.
Oh, I was going to give you a French braid too.
We'll try the caper toss. We won't win it.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
It's as I told you, Guybrush.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
They just cut out some steps of the puzzles, basically.
I would never follow such a weak captain.
Yeah, there's something we have to do there. I do not remember for the life of me. I'm sure you're shocked here. I mean, here we are. Oh, is it something to do with the short numbers?
These are distance markers for the caber toss.
Yeah, I'll have to, There we go, so we can get back here, though. Yeah, maybe if I play it again, I think I've done 2 complete playthroughs of this game. It's one I started over many times, but the second one I did, do the harder difficulty. I was quite shocked at how hard it was.
Ipecac, Cephalus ipecacuana, one of the creeping vines common throughout Plunder Island. The syrup made from the ipecac flowers was used by the early settlers of Plunder Island as a purgative.
There we go. It feels so monumental when you make progress in this kind of game. Yeah, it might be something like that. I'll definitely recognise it when we see it, but probably won't actually know. Hiya, Teabag.
I wonder what this sign means. Snake crossing. What possible harm could a snake?
Hey. It sounds like the Donkey Kong 64 pause music there.
Well, this isn't good.
So look, we got high fiber cereal, snake beating stick, snake slicer machete, snake away, jaws of life, and snake beating clover. We can't get to any of them.
It's the fearsome head of that pirate-eating snake. Yeah, I'd love to punch him one, but I don't want him. I doubt he... He's not going for the flour just by itself.
Oh, do you have to mix that?
I don't know how to mix the flour with that. I don't know how to mix the flour with that. It's an ipecac flour. Nah. Well, I can't use the flour on its own.
So yeah, we need out of this. Hiya, Blenderhead. No, it's just the standard difficulty. I remember Mega Monkey getting really like I remember the puzzle on how you sort everything out in the tavern in particular being really difficult. Hi, Lee. Thanks so much for the raid. I'm sorry I missed your. I noticed you were streaming. What was it, Fibbage and Drawful? I'm quite glad I missed that. To be honest, I'll definitely want to tune in future on that, man. I got vacuum cleaner attachments. I don't remember. A Fabergé egg.
It's a priceless, delicate Fabergé egg. It's priceless. I can't eat it. I don't want to break it. That won't help me get. That won't help me get out of this snake. I don't know how to mix the flour with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for the raid again. So here we are, man. I did say I would. We are finally streaming the LucasArts point-and-click game. As you can see, I'm in a very good predicament. Oh, look at that. I forgot how much stuff we get from this. We get... Oh god, all this breakfast stuff. Oh, I want that coffee mug with, R.I.P. now, but I want that coffee mug with the LucasArts logo on it.
I'm nervous enough just being inside this snake.
Oh dear.
It's the remains of a member of the Plunder Island Naturalist Society. Those guys sure are dedicated.
Oh, but it means we got like the reservations there for. This almost seems too easy. Like you get some of these stuff from that.
It's volume C and it's mostly digested. I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution. What a completely random piece of trivia.
Cricken. Yeah, no worries at all, Lee. Thanks so much. I'll let you, because I know you mentioned being interested in this. I'll let you know next time I stream this.
I'm wearing a little shirt that says I whooped.
All the best, man. Bye bye. Yeah, I love that about these. Even the fourth game, which I know is a little bit lesser, but I still really like the fourth one. It's the first Escape from Monkey Island, that is. And it is the first one I played, so I do have a soft spot for it.
It makes syrup of Ipecac. That seems logical.
Here we go. Magnificent.
Whew.
Oh, I forgot very quick.
I thought for sure when I got eaten by that snake that I was done for. Thank goodness I'm safe. No? Hey!
Oh dear.
Hang on, the quicksand is sucking all the cool stuff I found in that snake from my pants. Now there's an odd sensation.
Okay, so I forgot that. At least we got the reservation slip.
Quicksand pit. Quicksand pits of this type are common throughout Plunder Island's nature trails. Many an unwary traveler has found himself trapped and unable to escape. Uh-oh, anyone, please help me, I'm sinking? It's a bunch of conveniently placed hollow reeds.
I understand. I think I read, like, actual quicksand is not as debilitating as it often is shown as in media. Like, you probably still don't, like, I get the impression it's not as bad as you might expect. The life-saving vine.
I could just reach that vine, I could pull myself free. I can't move anywhere in this quicksand. Even with the skeleton arm, I can't reach it. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. As if the quicksand weren't bad enough.
Oh, jeez. Well, if you were to mix the two...
Well, I got the thorn.
What way's the thorn?
I can't use it. I can't.
Yeah, sorry, there will be times where this...
I want to pop the fun balloons.
Where this just devolves to that, basically.
It looks dangerous. No. I've got nothing to say.
I've got nothing to say to the chicken.
I can't reach it. It's a branch resting precarious. Even with the skeleton arm, I can't reach it. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
Hey, there we go. It's a good kind of puzzle in the box, this.
A world-class pea shooter. Shooting the vine won't do any good. I don't think she'd like that.
No, that's quite fair. Let's not shoot the chicken with her.
I don't want to shoot that.
Actually, yeah, what would we actually... Yeah, if I played Discworld, I'm just having the guide the whole time, but I would like to play it. I've not read a huge amount of Terry Pratchett, but I really like the style of his books, and of course, rest in peace, the poor soul. It's felt so bad for him on that front.
It's a rock, and it's a paperweight. This paperweight feels heavy.
God, yeah, I don't remember. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Salvation Vine, Arborealis Deus Ex Machinas. This species of vine is noteworthy for both its strength and its ability to grow anywhere except where it's most needed.
Yeah, I don't know what I've got that would actually...
If I thrash around, I'll only sink fast. If I don't get out of here quick, I'm gonna be eating all the quicksand I could ever want. I can't move anywhere in this quicksand. Of all the places for a quicksand pit.
I did forget about this section.
I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized...
Yeah, why does that talk about
I can only make out compass... Nah. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. It's a branch resting precariously on... Nah.
Yeah, what do I use the pea shooter for then?
Shooting the vine won't do any good.
We've got to get the vine to us somehow.
Even if I could hit the branch with that, it wouldn't do any good.
Hi, Ivysaur. God, this game's attracting quite... I don't know if it's the game, but we're getting quite a few new viewers today. How you doing, Ivysaur? I'm currently a little bit submerged in quicksand. Not the most empowering moment I've ever had in the game. I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, awesome, Ivysaur. Yeah, it's a childhood favourite of mine. I don't remember any of the puzzle solutions, so we're going through it quite slow. I mean, I have got I've got UHS hints open, which is what I used back in the day actually on this as well, like early 2000s. Ooh, what are you eating, Sultan?
Papa Pea Shoe Bush. Discovered by Plunder Island's indigenous peoples, this bush is named after a native word meaning youch. I don't want
There's a lot of me doing that in these games.
I can't use a balloon with that. I can't move anywhere in this quicksand.
Oh, that's lucky. Oh, yeah, I somewhat remember this. So I think we push that.
I better not put it away just yet.
No, oh, we blow it. There we go. So of course the paperweight we got from the
today, things are going
oh no! I forgot about that.
Hey.
I think they wrote that, they were like, oh no, we actually do need it to be where it needs to be to actually get out of the situation. So there we go, attach the paperweight to that. And then I did actually animate him swimming away from that, but that's okay. Oh, fair play. Can you spare a buffalo win for me? That's alright. Nah, enjoy.
Looks watertight to me.
Oh, we do, yeah, it's a bit like me emulating an old game where every once in a while we'll speed it up a bit. That's the actual speed.
I'll never be able to pick that up. Either it's a time-honored form of pirate torture, or just a loose board.
You'll post it to me, Chairs. Just use the envelope, that'll be alright.
Looks like a light is on in the captain's cabin.
Do second class as well, save money on it. Oh no, we do actually go in.
15 men on a dead man's... Huh. Who are you?
Cricken.
Ensign Guybrush Threepwood reporting for duty, sir.
Huh? You don't look like a member of my crew.
Honest, I'm the new guy.
I haven't heard of any new recruits. I'll have to check that out with my captain.
Your captain?
Yes, Threepwood. You've come aboard the Sea Cucumber. I am Mr. Fossey, the first mate. And my captain? Why, he's the scourge of the seven seas. The dread pirate. Legend. Yes, Captain. It's on the table, sir. That's right. Captain Lech. Yes, Captain. Just an intruder, sir. I'm dealing with him. He says you're to be tortured. Choose your punishment. You can either be tarred and feathered, or you can walk the plank.
Oh, I forgot it. Again, there should be more steps to this on the higher difficulty, but if you pardon the pun, given what's about to happen, I chickened out of that. But to be a bit more straightforward. Hi, El Pollo Diablo. You come at a very good time, given your username, actually.
Feathered sounds good. How about just feathered?
No. Sorry. Well, I suppose we'll have to go with one.
Oh no, how do I get him
We're trying to
to...
avoid using the tar and feathers. It's messy, and we need
Oh, we need to ruin the plank, don't we?
Repair. What do you say, man? Can we make him walk the plank?
Oh, it's the most adorable pirate crew ever.
Any last words, Threepwood?
I regret that I have but one life to give for love.
All right, in you go.
Yeah, so do we get a saw at some point?
That's odd. There was no splash.
Splash!
I forgot about that. Goes one Threepwood. Yeah, we can't. Oh, can we?
The plank is too thick to cut through the scissors.
I mean, he did say the scissors could cut through anything, but yeah, fair enough. I'll have to come back for that. Both Sultan. I guess that could be arranged, Cricken. Yeah, so I assume we. I'm trying to remember. Do we get a? Actually, if we get a saw or something interesting, maybe that's what you use with the cave as the side. I don't remember anything, unfortunately.
It's wet. No. Curiously refreshing.
Oh. That's okay. Pasties. This is shit Art Attack. You should all know this by now. What are you up to, Pasties? You play? Actually, what are we all up to in general? Is everyone playing PS4? Well, I'm asking Pasties if he's playing anything on PS4. The rest of you, are you doing anything else for your Friday evening?
You have a reservation?
We actually do.
Of course I have a reservation.
Then let's see your reservation slip. Very good. You may seat yourself, Mr. Pardon me, Mrs. Bryanstoop.
It's the owner of the shop. He's got a gold tooth. No. Excuse me, but...
What a lucky pirate are ye!
Me?
You've struck gold, boy!
I have?
Gold, gold, gold! Ha ha! Golden nuggets of chicken!
Oh.
A treasure trove of deep-fried fun!
So, yeah, that is a prominent gold tooth. We need to get that from them.
He's toast. Got any?
I'm afraid we're out of that fine and economical dish. Actually, I'm out of just about everything. Not a drumstick left. All I have left are those biscuits and a few tubs of our special Ipecac slaw.
How's the Ipecac slaw?
Not bad. But 15 minutes later, you'd be hungry again.
Nice gold tooth you have there.
Aye! It glistens like the golden topping of grease on me luscious batter-fried chicken.
Did I mention how much I admire your gold tooth?
Aye, you did. It's one heck of
It's a
gold
sparkle.
tooth, and Blondebeard serves up one heck of a lunchtime value.
Would you like to join my crew and sail to Blood Island?
What? Leave me shop unguarded? Why, you treacherous tripe! You're lucky I don't take out me whisk and run you straight through.
Whoa, calm down. I was just asking.
Sorry, I'm as edgy as a beached whale in Nantucket.
What's wrong?
There be a horror.
There we go. This is calling El Pollo Diablo in chat.
And he has a hatred for mankind unequaled. His preternatural rage burns hotter than the coals used to roast 1,000,000 of his kin. He is El Pollo Diablo.
Hey.
The Devil Chicken!
The Devil Chicken.
He hates me most of all. And his revenge against me must be tastier than me hearty giblets and cracklins party mix.
What's he done?
He turned loose all me chicken, returned them to the wild, to roam the jungles free.
That's what, I forgot that. That's what all the chickens are about the
I
island.
have a huge order to fill and no chicken to fill it. But I know he's not through. Ruining me business is just the first step. Someday he'll return. For me! But mark this, I'll be ready for it. And a 7-foot chicken means me business will be thriving once more.
Don't you ever like to get outside the shop?
I love the outdoors, especially the beach. Why, I'm in fact a member of the Brimstone Beach Club in Smorgy. Been a member there for years.
How did you become a member?
I threatened to run them all through. Then I lost my membership card. Last time I remember having it, it was in me breast pocket. I believe I was in the kitchen preparing some grub. Then I had that awful sneezing fit. Oh, that was bad. No matter. I guess I'll just have him issue me a new one.
Do you have any specials?
We're out of potatoes, but we still have some eyes left.
No, thanks. Do you have any other specials?
There'll be a heaping glob of lard I keep in the back for special occasions.
No, thanks. Do you have any other
I can't have any of these, are there?
Peat moss and tree bark. Many parts be edible, you know.
No, thanks. Do you have any other specials?
One word for you. Hummus.
No, thanks. Do you have any other specials?
No more.
To whom are you going to deliver your chicken?
There lies a pirate ship in Danger Cove, and the first mate of that ship fancies me chicken. But I better be delivering their chicken soon. Most likely I won't even have time to cook it.
Why is that?
You see, I got me this delivery in 30 days or it's free policy, and I be running a bit behind.
What are the pirates of Danger Cove like?
They're a secretive lot, and I can't say I've seen too much of them. They seem to be what one would expect from a bunch of grog-swinging pirates. As filthy and hairy a bunch of swabs as you'd ever hope to meet. But beware of their captain. From what I hear, he's got the disposition of a shark in need of a root canal. If he be catching you near his boat, you'll be tortured for sure.
I've just pictured them like slaving over like those analogies or those metaphors, just trying to come up with the funniest one possible.
How long have you been out of chicken?
Weeks, months maybe. And it's not the loss of business that hurts me the most.
No?
I miss the taste of me chicken. You could dine this world over, but you'll never be a connoisseur of carrion till you had a taste of me savory squab. Why, even now I gets me a craving for me palate-pleasing poultry. Ah, I can taste it now. Me crispy bounty of breaded beaks. There'd be nothing like the hearty crunch from these pan-fried jewels.
Isn't that a little hard on your teeth?
Aye, but the challenge of it all be half the dining enjoyment. Now that I got the thought of that crispy chicken extremity in me head, I'll be pining for the crunch till I get me something to crack me teeth on.
What do you miss most about your chicken?
The crunch. It's the crunch I be missing most.
I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
There we are, there's the club card, so you can get into the beach there.
He's awfully reserved for a pirate. Hey, mister. Mister, you listening? Ah! It's one of LeChuck's skeletal horde.
Aye. I fixed his dingy but good.
The undead that walk among us must
only
surely
by
be
the
destroyed,
paper-thin wrapper
lest their
of
evil life
mortality,
overrun and
a
befoul the
soul
world of the
here
living.
lies,
Aye.
struggling to
And he
be free.
complained about me chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, so same year as this.
Says, ask me about Grim Fandango.
Which is also a callback to the first Monkey Island game where there was a guy in the bar. I think it was Loom, another LucasArts game who's trying to sell you.
People always asking me about Grim Fandango.
But it's a really good game.
This whole sordid scene has litigation written all over it.
Oh, here we are. Ah, there we are. Yeah, I do love Grim Fandango.
Value meal. 2 drumsticks plus super slaw. Looks like a fine deal if you like slaw.
So we need the gold tuff from him. So we just...
Would you like this jawbreaker?
Thanks to ye. Ouch! I think I loosed me gold tooth. I knew sweets were being bad for me teeth, but it had a fine crunch and were a fiesta of flavor. From now on, I'll be sticking to fleshier foodstuffs. Something chewy. Well, there I go again. This old salt's got a craving for something to squish between me teeth.
Yeah, so we need to give him something else for, we have to have his gold tuff full out, basically, so I guess that was like the first part of that we did. But yeah, so if we, go back here. That's weird. I should probably just make that manual on its own, shouldn't I? I mean, maybe I did it like that because it's like the first half of that whole dialogue, isn't it? Yeah, it's interesting. Grim Fandango was, I think that, yeah, that was 97, I'm pretty sure, the same time as this. And that game they used a 3D engine, but they did stick to 2D for this one. I mean, I like both of them. I mean, Grim Fandango does look a lot better on the remaster form, I think. They upgraded it quite nicely. But man, I just love the 2D artwork in this game. Here we go.
Who's there?
Again with the sneaking on board the ship! I don't know how or why you came back on board, but the next time you walk the plank will be your last! What's that, Captain? Vandals? Yes, sir. Tar and feathers. I know,
here we are.
But it's the only torture we have left. Our illustrious captain has declared that you shall be tarred and feathered.
I forgot that's how they did it, just for pillow. This is a fate worse than death, isn't it?
I don't know. We've never done this before. Aren't you humiliated?
I guess so, but no more than usual.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, just get lost then.
Well, lads. Right, we are actually going to call it fairly soon. And go raid Cumber Dames then. And I think there might be some funny dialogue if you talk to other people while you're, like, there's one character in particular you have to talk to. Let's talk to the he's yucking it up.
I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously while you're dressed like that.
The Titus finds hilarious as well. Hi guys.
It's El Pollo Diablo,
The demon chicken!
we don't serve your kind here.
Beat it! Get me the scissors!
Eviscerate him!
He'll regret ever setting claws in this place. I want the neck!
Jesus. What about the,
It's
hello.
El Pollo Diablo! Kill him!
You're such a dweeb.
Guilty as charged. I don't know if I did all. I don't remember all of them. Oh, there we are.
Kill him!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're not too welcome, well, anywhere. But one place we're definitely not welcome in particular. This is great.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Pollo Diablo!
Look at our dialogue options. We're gonna go for the Spanish one, haven't we?
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not.
I really don't want to know what that translate as, actually.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers. Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain.
Oh, yes, I think I have seen that.
A doer. I'm just a tiny little fly.
The chimp? The captain is an ape? Oh, the captain is an ape. Then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain. Fresh bananas for the whole crew.
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain? Your parasites are bothering you. Well, of course I'll groom you, sir. You know, sir, finding this gold statue may be just the boost our crew needs. What, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean.
That's a funny bait and switch where he's about to say LeChuck and then he stops, and it's not LeChuck, the main villain, it's LeChimp. I'm really enjoying this, man. I hope we all are. Oh, Chris Griffin, oh good lord.
I'm not in the mood for fruit. If I climb out this porthole, I'll wind up floating on the plank I cut.
Ah, I hate porcelain.
Oh yeah, for some reason,
It's a long story.
for some reason he has a fear of porcelain, Guybrush as well, which is never explained.
It's a tire swing.
I wish I knew. Oh, treasure map.
Map to where they've buried Elaine. They'd see me.
Can't immediately remember what I do here. Oh yeah, we got chicken grease on our inventory as well.
It's Mr. Fossey, the first mate. If he knows I'm here, he might do something. If he knows I'm here, he might do. It's the dread pirate LeChimp. I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him.
I can't immediately remember what I. There's not many places we can go.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that. I don't think he'd like that. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
More porcelain? When will this nightmare end?
I don't know why he's fucking terrified of porcelain. It's a very odd character trait.
If he knows I'm here, he might do something even more horrible to me.
I can't remember how I get out of this. I'm trying to figure out what would I have had in terms of getting to this point.
I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him.
Like, you can get comments on
Looks like
everything.
mashed potatoes.
On everything.
I
Yeah.
hear gorillas are touchy about stealing their food.
Donkey Kong.
Agreed.
I don't think he'd. I can't use the read with that.
Let's see if I can do this without
I don't think he'd.
needing to look this up, but I really cannot for the life of me remember what the... Oh, right. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, that was really obvious. Oh, there we are. Yeah, we'll make a tiny bit more progress, and then we'll go raid Cumberdanes. There we are.
Excuse me.
Yes, you filthy little man.
My card.
Let me see that. Oh no! In the name of all things clean, you've got a membership.
Yes. And I think I'll just take one of your fluffy clean towels and enjoy a nice relaxing stroll down your beach.
No! You mustn't!
Oh, Jesus.
I must. And perhaps I'll sunbathe nude.
Sweet mother of pearl, no! Now that I think about it, it is nice out on the far end of the beach. You should go there. You should go there now.
You say that because the sound is too hot there.
Yes.
It's quite hot. Fetch your towel and mop my brow, would you?
Can I have another look at that card of yours?
Actually, the towels are right here. I'll just help myself. May I please have some of your oil?
That oil is solely for the use of the Fry Station technician.
Oh, God.
Nice fluffy towel.
I can't for the life of me remember what we used the towel for, mind you. Or the chicken grease. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes, I do not remember how we get across that.
With these holes in my shoes, I'll never get across that hot beach.
I forgot about that.
That's one
Cricket, don't be so radical. No, yeah, fair point.
Nice fluffy towel. Oh, Cabana Boy, tell me more about my membership benefits.
Brimstone Beach Country Club in Smorgy is the exclusive resort hideaway for only the most discerning pirates and their families. Here you'll be pampered by a courteous staff, always eager to meet your every need, whether it be recommending a keel-hauling class, finding a fourth for bridge, or giving a golf lesson on our award-winning course designed by Pegleg Malloy. Free valet ship parking included.
Very good. Yeah, we still need a glove.
And then I smash the watermelon.
What do we use the encyclopedia for?
I don't think he'd like that.
Yeah, I think we might call it in a bit now. Probably at a bit of a blind spot again. But yeah, I think we'll call it there. And hopefully I can be on again tomorrow evening. We'll see on that front. But I really want to keep playing this. I'm really enjoying it. As I say, I hope it makes for a good stream game. I'm a bit less chatty doing it just because I want the actual words to come out of my mouth. Wait, do you? I'm sure you use a glove though, don't you? Well, there's the only page in the book is about the compass, yeah. I think there's anything else we need to be doing here. No, yeah, well, yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. I'm really enjoying this again. It feels great to be playing this, and yes, it's still as funny as it was like 20. I mean, I played it like 2001 or so, so it's like 23 years later, still very funny. But yeah, let's go raid Cumberdane, shall we? Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you all have a nice weekend. It's quite nice. We had quite a few new people in today as well. Something about Monkey Island, I think. Something about it. But yeah, do we have a raid message? Oh, hello, North. Yeah. See, in my head, I read that, I'm just like, trended on Twitter? Yeah, it's certainly been a while. I probably did play this on Windows 2000. Raid Cumberdanes. I'm trying to think of like a line from the game that we could make a raid message. Oh, why though? The Cumber of Monkey Island. Oh, I tell you what. Raid message, the Cumber of Fuzzy. Oh, that's a good one as well. I like asking me about Grim Fandango. Actually, I prefer it. Well, do whatever you want, but I think that'll be the one I use. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. As I say, hopefully on this again tomorrow evening, because I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, you all take it easy, alright? All the best. Good night.